Go hero, go hero, go hero. Go hero, go hero, go hero. Go hero, get down. Go hero, go hero. Welcome to the huddle. Each one reach one. Each one teach one. If you are that one, then you already know that you are enough. Enough to get it all right when everything is going all wrong. We know that your attention is the most powerful thing that you can pay. So if you paying me some attention right now in the moment or on the replay, I want you to know I give my all to be worthy. Welcome to the huddle. Want to give a shout out, man. My executive producer, who just happens to be my wardrobe coordinator. Say, baby, what I'm wearing today? She say green. I say, why? She say gold. Here I go. Give a shout out to the greatest co-host in the world, meta world, real world, however you want to do it. Alexa, tell me something good.
We all we got. We all we need.
See what I'm talking about? Alexa, who is the master?
The Honorable Trav P.
See what I'm talking about? Alexa, one time.
Good God Almighty, Trav P, you blanking.
This is how we begin. Tonight's word is begin. That's how I begin my show. Alexa, what is the meaning of begin?
The verb begin is usually defined as to proceed to perform the first or earliest part of some action, commence, start. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for begin.
Alexa, give me more definitions for begin.
I have 4 more definitions for the verb begin. 1. To come into existence, arise, originate. 2. To proceed to perform the first or earliest part of some action. 3. To originate, be the originator of. 4. To succeed to the slightest extent in, followed by an infinitive. Did that answer your question?
Yes.
Thanks for your feedback.
See how we communicating. That's a conversation. That's me and my co-host. When was the last time you began something? What are you in the beginning stages of? The question is more powerful than the answer. I'd like to start off with a hero story. There was a young man named Otis. Otis lived deep down in the middle of the forest. This was a time where Otis and his family had everything they needed. Didn't have a reason to go outside the forest. But Otis would always wonder what's outside the forest. Elders say, Otis, it's danger out there. Some will say, Otis, it's a treasure out there. Some will say, Otis, that's where knowledge is. But in all, Otis never saw anyone go beyond the trees. The elders would tell Otis, say, some people tried it, Otis. But if you go out there past them trees, you ain't gonna come back the same. One day Otis woke up and found himself standing at the tree line with a bag and a question in his heart. What if everything they've been telling me about beyond these trees is to make me have fear, to keep me locked in here? Otis just had to know. And he realized he didn't know anything. So Otis looked down at his feet, standing in the dirt. And he took a step beyond the trees. And at that moment, Otis realized that he didn't have to know anything that was beyond the trees. All he needed to know was he is in the beginning of a journey. His journey began. So the moral of this story is the beginning, when you begin, it ain't never loud. Sometimes no one ever will see and understand when you begin. Got to go through it to get to it. The beginning is the first step. I'm going to teach tonight, y'all. The beginning is in the mind. Begin. You got to be the G and the I in. You got to be the God in your mind. You got to see it. They say in a negative way, if you take the mind, then the body shall fall. But in the positive way, if you cultivate the mind, then the body shall be, the body shall do, and the body shall go. In the beginning, Alexa, what is the 7 hermetic laws of the universe?
The 7 hermetic laws of the universe are mentalism, correspondence, vibration, polarity, rhythm, cause and effect, and gender. These laws provide a framework to understand how the universe operates and how we can work with them rather than against them.
The first law is mentalism. That is where it began. When I be single and the body shall be full of light. Close your eyes and tell me what it looked like. If you see it, you can be it. We all traveling on a journey. Whether you dress it up or dress it down. Every day we wake up, we going somewhere. And if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. But only a divine path will bring you here in the moment. Paying me some attention. We going somewhere the same. We care about the same things. When did you begin your journey? See how they work? But there are stages along the journey. Some people push their face up against the glass, afraid to begin. Simply because they can't see in their mind finishing. I got a book out. I'm an author. For 20 years, at a time more so now then, when reading was kind of more prevalent amongst people. They would say, Trav, you need to write a book. But I had an insecurity in the idea of writing. I couldn't see myself writing. I had an insecurity with writing to the point where I recorded hundreds of songs, and I took pride in saying that I don't write raps, I freestyle. I go in there and I let my mind go. I flipped it around to hide my insecurities of writing to make it seem with my strength of wit and words. So I never really entertained with writing a book because I couldn't see myself writing. But just out of nowhere one day, it made sense. And I realized that I had been writing for a long time. And if you're watching me on Facebook, you know, and you've been my friend for a long time, I've been writing some shit on Facebook for a long time. And one day I just realized, you know, Trav, you really ain't insecure about writing. Maybe your ideas of writing ain't really what you think they are. It ain't necessarily got nothing to do with you holding a pen. It's about putting words down. And when I changed my perspective on it, the book began. I started something. I walked through the doorway of seeing myself holding a book. And I began. And I don't mean to say this to be deep. Begin. Be God in your mind. Be God in your mind. When I say be God in your mind, meaning when God is good in your mind, you see yourself, those that matter, who matter, where they matter, when they matter. You see love, you see peace, you see joy, you see all the things that you pray for in your mind. You say you want to live your life. Well, what does it look like in your mind? That's where it begins. And your body will correspond. You will feel the vibration. Your heart will become to move in a rhythm. And you will get your assignment based off your gender, your man or woman. Alexa, what is the 7 Hermetic laws of the universe? One more time.
The 7 Hermetic laws of the universe are mentalism, correspondence, vibration, polarity, rhythm, cause and effect, and gender. These laws provide a framework for understanding how the universe operates and how humans can work with these laws rather than against them.
That's how it works. That's how it works. There's order to how it works. When there's out of order, there is disorder. When there is disorder, there is malfunction. A part of the order from the beginning manifests through the gender role. As a man, I do as a man. As a woman, she do as a woman. In the beginning, God said, let there be light. When the eye be single, the body shall be full of light. But if the eye be darkness, oh, how great the darkness. If you don't understand who's the master, if you don't know how to be God in, begin. Alexa, who is the master?
The Mask is a comic book series created by Mike Richardson, published by Dark Horse Comics. It is a comedy horror series developed by Doug Mahnke and John Arcudi.
Alexa, who is the master?
The Honorable Trav P.
She just didn't hear me right, but she understands. That's the difference. When you understand how to begin. When you understand the power of beginning. When you realize it ain't all about knowing it all, it's about the process. It's about being a trailblazer. Have you ever walked a trail through the neighborhood? Do you understand what makes a trail? It means there are many that are constantly walking the path. The beginning is when you see the light in your mind that orders your step in the words of understanding. Oh, you're a traveling man on a mighty journey. Don't be afraid to begin. That's what hero training is about. A wise man learns through experiences. Experiences are moments that become impactful. A moment is 90 seconds. Please give me a moment. I live life one moment at a time. At the beginning of every moment, there's a cycle. One end, one begin. Doing conditioning in athletics, we begin the conditioning. We start here, we get there, we stop, then we begin again. The beginning becomes harder and harder. We done stopped and began 100 times. You're conditioning your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit to endure. When the coach blow the whistle, begin. I'm tired. I feel like I can't go no more. It's just another beginning. The tougher the beginning get, the more and more you got to understand how to be God in your mind. Because there will come a time when it seemed like I can't go no more. And it hurt. But you open your eyes at the beginning of a day, and you got to begin it. And you got the power to begin, to be God in, to show you where you're going. If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. But only a divine path will bring you here. And a divine path is seeing yourself in a light in your mind at all times. That's where it begins. Had a powerful week this week, man. Powerful week. Polarity. You just heard me talk about the laws of the universe. That's one of the laws of the universe. Polarity. Positive and negative. Poles. St. Deep, your car got two poles on the battery, a positive and a negative. In order for your car to crank, it must be connected securely on both poles of the battery. If either pole is loose, it will not have a spark to crank your car. Polarity is very important to making it work and understanding how it works. I had a whole lot of power this week. Had a big old power wire hooked up to me. Affirmation, purpose, love, respect, honor, in every way, pouring in. And all this positive, I get prepared and trained for what's to come, for what I got to go through, understanding this journey. Then you meet it. You meet people who want to test everything you've been working for, building on, and it becomes the negative polarity. And sometimes I don't be above the bullshit, and I begin to start thinking crazy and having bullshit thoughts, where I got to regroup and realize, come on, Trav, practice what you preach and be what you teach. It's a process. But I've been on this journey long enough to know that ain't nobody above the bullshit. I'm honest enough to talk about mine because I'm real enough to deal with it. And I'm real enough to examine when I know I'm weak and when I know I'm tripping. And when I know I ain't standing on my square and a weak motherfucker could catch me slipping. Thankful about that. Very thankful. But I can look back and know when it began. I've been doing this long enough, on this journey long enough, understanding who I am, enough to know how to put that bullshit to an end. They say we all fall down. We all get to tripping. But when you're around love and sincere people, it only lasts a moment. Get up, man. A moment ain't but 90 seconds. We all have our moments. We all human. Don't never be ashamed of your moments. But be real enough to examine, when did the bullshit begin? So you can better yourself in the cycle the next time you deal with that person or that situation, that it don't begin again. Instead, the lesson began for those that create that or have had that power. He says it's all in your mind. Feel good, man. Want to give a shout out, man. Mr. Reggie over there in Hawaii. Got a phone call. Made my day. Said, hey, man, I got a book here. Said, I'm trying to figure out. He couldn't recall who I was. Someone purchased the book and sent him the book. He was just corresponding. They put the phone number in there, corresponding. I told him, see, we talking about laws of the universe. You see how this works? Cause and effect. Someone had a cause to send him a book. He opened it up and it had the effect that made him puzzled and curious, because I wrote something in there and it made him correspond in a way to reach out to me. And in that moment, I needed that affirmation from a mentalism. And it called at a time that sparked adrenaline momentum that became a rhythm. In that moment, 3 or 4 people called that I have been wanting to talk to. That's why I'm shouting out Mr. Reggie. This real talk. I ain't talking make-believe. Gave me a hero training moment. He's 72 in Hawaii. I met him years back. It's one of my brother's father-in-law. He told me, he said, listen, man, I want you to try one thing for me. I said, what's that, Mr. Reggie? He said, for 2 days, first day, drink a gallon of water. Second day, drink a gallon of water. Don't cut it short. You got to get the gallon. For 2 days straight. I did it. I said, Mr. Reggie, something happened. I don't know what it is, but it seemed like everything in my body regulated. He gave me a powerful lesson on the power of water. I didn't have to believe what he was saying. I trusted him enough to do what he said. I began the journey. And since that day, I understand the power of water. And my wife witnessed what happens. And to this day, she get on me about drinking water because she know we learned a lesson. A gallon a day for 2 days. So shout out to Mr. Reggie. Powerful hero. Inspiring. Give a shout out to my brother Bam, my brother Kamara, my brother Trey, my brother Wood, Crump, Winston, Mike, Black. Give a shout out to all my brothers in my cipher, man. If I miss you, I love you. Make the phone call first and be the beginning of the conversation. Sometimes people be having a moment. You can have a sincere thought of somebody. Take a moment. Call somebody. They say almost out of 10 people that's in your cycle in a day, maybe 6 really genuinely deal with you in terms to not have an alternative motive to say, hey, how you doing? But I really don't give a fuck how you doing. I'm really saying that as a segue to get to something that I need or want. So be the odds of being sincere to call someone just to check in, because you never know, you may begin the light in the darkness of a day. Be God in somebody else's mind. That's how it works. That's how it works. Be God in somebody else's mind. And I say that for real, because I cherish those that be God in my mind. When I need someone to talk to, when I need someone to understand me, when I need someone to be honest enough with me to hold me accountable. When I'm out there in the wilderness, somewhere standing that I never believed that I would stand one day. And I started to get weary. I need my wife to be God in my mind, to assure me of my reason to fight and be confident. So begin. Start. Take the step. Believe in yourself. Trust in yourself. Alexa, what is the meaning of self-confidence?
Self-confidence is the belief in one's abilities and skills. It is having a clear sense of trust in your capabilities and decisions.
That's where it begins. That's the foundation of the beginning. That's the foundation of the beginning. If it don't begin there, it won't start. For years, Trav, you ought to write a book. I hadn't started a book yet because it won't begin, won't start. Let it be real, real, real. Let it be real. Let it be real, man. Don't hold back. Don't fake it. If you don't know how to let it be real, I want to give you something to begin. Tonight, in the morning. Now, it got to be one of the two now. Ain't too many more options. You either going to go in there and brush your teeth or do something in that mirror tonight before you go to bed. Or if you already done it, you got to do it in the morning. This ain't no tricky shit now. But stand in that mirror. Years ago, man, I used to put my face all the way up to the mirror. Open my eyes wide and come back slow. And the slower I come back, I start to see myself. Outside of the mirror, it's like I'm looking at myself as a whole me. I call this mirror work. And when I see myself, man, almost like in 3D, I'm looking at him. The first thing I start doing is how I begin. I looked at him, I look in his eyes, and it's like I'm looking at a whole me. And I say, I love you, man. If you ain't never seen, or if you ever need to see, that was the beginning. And it's the beginning every day. It's the beginning every day. It's the start. And if I don't begin it like that, it don't start up right. What's wrong? Is it your starter or your battery? Something ain't charging and something ain't hitting. So if you ever need it, the starter begin your day in the mirror. Start off with a word or some words that make the light come on and stay on. So you can be God in your mind and move accordingly. And when you understand the power of begin and how they begin, they had a song say, order my steps in your word, dear Lord, lead me, guide me, order my steps in your word. That's how it works. I'm gonna get out of here, man. I feel good, y'all. I have grown, I won't sing now, into a better me. I'm growing, baby, better than who I used to be. I've been on this journey for 40 and come a week, 6 years. I had some good times as well as I have shed some tears. I'm getting better and better every day, feeling like I'm moving in the right way. It's been a long time coming. I play my dues, I put that work in, baby. Trying to be a better me done damn near drove me crazy. I'm talking about for real, man. I'm talking about damn near done drove me crazy. But it was worth it, baby, because I'm a better me. I remember when I used to be a younger me, man. If I knew then what I know now. Now I'm as wise as an old owl, feeling young and gifted, just like a soul child. And I feel good to be me. I'm so proud of the man that I have grown to be. I have grown into a better me. I'm growing, baby. I'm better than who I used to be. I used to worry about what people say about me and try to figure out why these people hating on me. But then I realized it ain't got nothing to do with me. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. We all have grown into a better us. We're better than who we used to be. Let's keep growing. Because I know we're going to get to a place where we understand. And we ain't going to expect nobody else to understand, because we understand that we all we got. We all we need. And the we will define itself. The we will find me worthy of attention. In the same way, I care enough to pay attention. See how that works? That will define your we. And I drove that we have a mutual understanding. They say what's understood don't have to be explained. So when Trey Prue come in and say love, I understand what she mean, because we feel the same way. And we all we got, we all we need. She's came in and just made a comment when ain't nobody made one. Boy, I needed that. Boy, I needed that. Boy, I needed that. She enough. She enough. I don't know how many people watching me, but I ain't got but one comment, and she is enough. And I needed that, sister. Thank you so much. She been here since the beginning. Come on, y'all. I love y'all, man. Hold me down, man. Peace out.